Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hello everybody, Q&AK the Retro Laird here, and I'm back with a book review for you. And it's something really cool this week because it's something I didn't even know existed. And it wasn't until I got sent a £7 off voucher to use on Amazon that I discovered it, because I was having a look around. I literally did a search for retro gaming books to see what came up. And one of the first that came up on the first, well, for the first page I looked at, there was lots of others that came up before it that I already knew about. But this came up on the first page, and it's All Hail the Vectrex by Mark Bussler. I saw this and I thought, wow, I didn't even know there was a Vectrex book. So I didn't have to look any further. It was insta purchase for me. If I'd known about it, I would have bought it ages ago. So it's obviously not been well publicised, which is a shame, because it's a really cool book. And the first thing I want to mention is obviously I said it was by Mark Bussler, and if you recognise the name, and if you're into retro gaming, you should, because Mark is the host of Classic Game Room, the longest running episodic YouTube series about gaming, really. Retro gaming is very well known. Classic Game Room, brilliant series. It was one of the first things I really started watching on YouTube, actually, when I first got hooked on it and had a look at what retro gaming stuff was on there. I've massively enjoyed Classic Game Room over the years. Absolutely brilliant series, and Mark is a brilliant YouTuber and engaging host. I don't think I need to tell you that if you've watched his stuff. When I got it, I was also quite pleased to see that it's A4 size, or a bit wider than I think, because I was expecting a smaller book for some reason. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to be as large as that. So that was another good thing. So I think it was £30. I think doesn't have a price on it. I'm trying to remember how much it was, or was it £20? I'm going to have to check now. Okay, just had a quick check. I was wrong on both counts. It's £24. So there we go, pretty much halfway in between the two. I couldn't remember. Yes, it's £24, so I got £7 off. So got it for 17, which is really good. I'm very happy with that. And obviously free shipping with Prime as well. So yeah, very good. Well worth the money, as you will discover as we take a look through it. So it was made in 2019, so it's been around a few years, which makes it even more surprising for me that I didn't know about it. And as you see, it's about the Vectrex, and it's somewhat of a collector's guide, although it's a bit more than that, really. To start off with some lovely Vectrex box art. I've always loved the Vectrex box art. I've always thought it was terrific. It showed you exactly what you were getting, with the screenshots on the front. So there we go. So there's our table of contents. So it covers loads of the games, including homebrew stuff, including rare stuff like for the 3D imager and stuff like that. And it's got some other bits and pieces in it as well, as we'll find out. So we've got an intro. So we've got some history of the Vectrex. We've got some adverts, some flyers like that. A scan of an original Vectrex flyer. It's really hard to keep the book open. So there we go. It'll be easier to do it like this, actually. So there's the 3D imager. We've got pictures of the actual system itself. I love my Vectrex. Got to be one of my favourite systems in my collection. I absolutely adore it. Games and overlays. And then it starts off at the beginning, obviously, with Mindstorm, the built-in game, Mindstorm 1982. So there we go. And there's tips and cheats. Well, tips really, not really cheats. into Scramble. I love the Vectrex conversion of Scramble. It's my favourite home version of the game. I've probably played it more than any other Vectrex game. In fact, I absolutely love it. It's when I turn my Vectrex on, it's always the first game I stick in. Hyper Chase, fun racing game, somewhat like Enduro on the 2600. Very, very good. I really like Hyper Chase. Web Wars, which I suppose some people have said is kind of inspired by Tempest. I suppose it kind of is. That's pretty good. I've got that game as well. Berserk, another one of my go-tos actually on the Vectrex. I love the Vectrex version of Berserk. Very, very clever how they converted it into vector graphics. Solar Quest. Yeah, I do have that one. Yeah, it's okay. That's not one of my favourites. And now one of my cats is shouting at me, so he may appear on camera in a moment if he decides to. Star Trek. I've got that. That's pretty good. Space Wars, obviously one of the earliest video games which they put onto the Vectrex. Not that exciting because you've got a second player. Blitz, I don't have that one. That's one I don't have, which is a very simple American football game. It doesn't look very exciting at all. Star Castle, I've got that. That's brilliant. Really underrated game, Star Castle. Love it. Cosmic Chasm, good game actually. Decent, yeah. Another one I've got. Clean Sweep, fun Pac-Man clone. I've got that one in my collection. Heads Up, I've got that actually. My one's got no label on it. I got it really, really cheap because it didn't have a label. It's terrible. It's still boring. It's awful. It's the worst Vectrex game I've got by far. It's so slow and so tedious. I cannot abide it at all. What we got? Armor Attack. See, that's another one of my favourites actually. Easy, probably one of my top 5 Vectrex games. Again, I really love Armor Attack. I play a lot of that when I put my Vectrex on. Starhawk, it's alright, but it gets very repetitive. 3D effects quite cool on it though. Polar Rescue, don't have that one at all. Don't much of that one. Spike, no, I don't have that. That was created to be a kind of mascot game. I think they planned a whole series of games with Spike, but I don't have that unfortunately. Rip Off, I've got that. Brilliant. Actually, another one I really, really like. Really good conversion of the Cinematronics coin op. A lot of fun. I play a lot of Rip Off. That's a really good game. Fortress of Nazareth. It's not bad. Gets a little repetitive though. I've got that one. And here we go, the Vectrex 3D Imager. It struck me that I've got most of the commercial games probably for the Vectrex actually. 3D Mindstorm, 3D, it's gone ahead. Crazy Coaster. I've never got to use the 3D Imager and I probably never will because they're rare as hen's teeth. I do know someone who owns one, but he's in America, so I don't ever get to play on it. But so cool. You know, virtual reality way before virtual reality existed. The Light Pen, so Art Master, Melody Master. Another cool, rare add-on. There's a Vectrex arcade stick that somebody made. Awesome. Although I really like the Vectrex controllers actually, the little thumbsticks. Very clever. Years, analog thumbsticks even, so years before such a thing existed on the N64. Death Chase. This looks really cool actually. I've not seen that before. I really like the look of that. That's something I'd like to play. Homebrew game. Nox. So that's like a Super Sprint clone. Oh, that's cool. I've not seen that before either. That looks really good. Vectrexians. I played that at an event and it was brilliant. Basically Galaxians on the Vectrex. Moonlander. Protection, yes. See, Moonlander the Moon Patrol clone. I think it. No, it's a Lunar Lander clone because there's a Moon Patrol clone that's absolutely brilliant. Really good. Vectrex Christmas Cart, Galaxy Wars and Space Launcher. Oh, based on the handheld games. Very cool. And then he promotes some of his Turbo Volcano clothing brands, so cheap plugs for his clothing and his other books. There's some other stuff there actually I want to check out, so I'm going to look some of those up. And yeah, that's it. And then there's actually just a bit about Mark at the back, which I think we all know anyway. So yeah, that's it really. Not really anything else to show you, but it's a really cool book. I'm not sure how many pages it's got. Let's have a look. I've just noticed printed by Amazon in Great Britain. It's print on demand, the same as my books are. So it's 160 pages, which is very good, with a nice glossy cover. There is a hardback version as well, which costs a bit more, I should mention. I think the hardback one was 32 or something like that, off the top of my head. And I think there probably is a Kindle version as well. I think there was. But I went with the paperback, and it's a nice glossy cover, so it looks cool. Yeah, I think it's a brilliant book. If you're into the Vectrex, then it's a great book to get, because I don't know of any other Vectrex books out there. So almost by default, it's an essential, but it does help that it's a really well-written book. Lots of nice imagery in there. Mark Bussler's words are always engaging. So yeah, I can't help but recommend this to everyone out there watching this. So I hope you enjoyed my review of All Hail the Vectrex by Mark Bussler. I've been the Retro Laird, and I'll catch you all for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.